Hello, everyone. Welcome to this alternate reality in which Chicago Fire aren't as bad as they actually are. Today I'm going to be talking about originality, which I think is a really interesting aspect of creativity because, spoiler alert, I don't really think anything is truly original, but also that sounds really demeaning. So I don't want to say that, but it's also really hard to escape that conclusion. A few points before we get into it, though. I just spent almost all of our transfer budget on scouts and scouting, so hopefully that'll bring in some young players because I noticed that our squad is incredibly small. We have a very small squad, not a lot of talent. We have a very weak bench, just to be blunt. And today we are playing against a really, really good Philadelphia Union team. And also, by the way, this is our first Open Cup game of the season, which, if you aren't familiar with the Open Cup, is a win-or-go-home competition. So we intend to win. We're here at home in Soldier Field. It's a great day to watch some soccer. We're just hoping that we can get the better of Philadelphia, which will be even more difficult because apparently, in my infinite wisdom, I decided that this would be the game I ratchet up the difficulty. So we are now on professional difficulty, and we nearly gave up a goal. So yeah, this is going to be difficult. Also, Soldier Field looks a lot smaller than I remember. It's underwhelming. So, when it comes to originality, I think it's important to remember that really imitation is the highest form of flattery, and nothing that I've ever done in music is entirely original. Nothing that anyone's ever done has been entirely original, because at the end of the day, we're all just taking our influences and trying to build something on that. And in fact, a lot of the times when someone does come up with something that's really, really original and really different, people hate it because it's just so different and it's difficult or impossible to understand. A good example of that would be 12-tone serialist music, or I guess if you're unfamiliar with rap, maybe rap. It's a really good example genre, rap is, because everyone has strong opinions about it, and it gets the point across pretty quickly. I forget what point I was trying to make because I am also trying not to concede a goal. But trying to have a serious conversation about a serious topic while playing FIFA is just so difficult. I've watched back my first couple of videos, and it's stunning to me how less coherent I sound than I was hoping I would sound. Which makes sense though. I'm very occupied right now. Okay, we can just carry the ball forward. Oh yes, exploit the little pocket of... no, we couldn't exploit it. He just took too many touches. If that guy would have shot the ball when I hit the B button instead of whenever he felt like shooting, I think we could have scored a goal there. How do you let him get to that ball first? Oh boy, some dangerous passing. Now, I've been mostly talking about music because that's where I use most of my creative energy. I think books are the same way. People complain a lot about cliches and narratives, and I get that. I get why people would not enjoy reading the same thing over and over again, but it's also important to remember that cliches are there because they work. And I strongly believe that in any creative endeavor, you need to have some elements that are familiar and some elements that are unfamiliar. And if you listen to 12-tone serial music, a lot of the times everything is unfamiliar. And that's why I think a lot of people don't like it, because they can't get a grip on what's going on because nothing makes sense. And that's not a criticism of 12-tone serialism. It's a criticism of, I don't want to say the person listening, because it's not your fault if you don't get the highly dense structures that are in 12-tone music. But also, it's not the composer's fault that you don't get it, if that makes sense. Ooh boy. Again, getting distracted by some really bad play. This is more like the Chicago that I knew. So I like to think of music, particularly music, but also other forms of creativity, in terms of having stabilizing elements and having novel elements. Example of a stabilizing element in a movie could be a cliche. Like, you don't have to have someone explain to you that romance works the way that it does. Oh, I didn't think that was our throw-in. That's amazing. Just like in music, you don't have to have someone explain to you how 4/4 works or other time signatures like 3/4 that people just get. You don't need someone to explain why a chord sounds good. We've heard so many chords in our lives that they just sound good. Oh, defend that. To be clear, I was talking to our player to defend our possession and not talking to the defender. Okay, we're going to hopefully get into the half without conceding, which is better than getting into the half a goal down, which we almost did there. So glad that you suck. Yeah. I've said a lot of yeahs today. I think that might be how you can tell that the difficulty is higher than it used to be. And I'm not really sure what to think of that performance. I think we had a few chances. They had a few chances. Overall, I can't really complain. The boys are tired, though. And I think a lot of people are obsessed, in music especially, with creating something original. A common thing that I hear is people complaining, oh, I tried to write a song, and then it turned out that someone already wrote that song. And I refuse to believe that actually happens. Not in the sense that someone might have used the melody that you came up with. Okay, we have a goal. Again, I might need to wrap up this conversation sooner than expected so I can focus on the game. I wish I could talk smack, but I have nothing to say. Like, someone was going to score first, and it wasn't going to be us. I just need a moment to stew in that. Feel what it feels like to go down a goal. And hope that I don't feel that again. We may need to make some substitutions. I also changed the formation. We are now in a 4-3-3, but it's not my usual 4-3-3. We're doing the more defensive version of my preferred attacking 4-3-3 because we don't have any central attacking players. This team is very light. I can see why Chicago Fire doesn't win anything if this is what the squad is like. Not to be too harsh, but we have too many midfielders, not enough defenders, and I think only like 2 decent strikers. So I really wanted to at least try a 4-4-2, and I might do that. But then we'd be relying on having both of our strikers fit for every game. It just doesn't seem like smart management. But then again, maybe I do need to bring on a second striker right now, especially if we... Come on. Get that ball. Get the ball. We can't go down 2. I'm also going to go attacking. Oh, this is good. This is good. You just have to finish that. Got tied up in our own player's legs. They're making a substitution. I'm going to look at the bench. We are tired. I kind of want to Okay, I have a plan forming. We could turn this into... How do we... Okay, why are you not playing there? We could turn this into a 4-4-2 and maybe get some more attacking play, or we could turn this into a more attacking 4-3-3, which is what I think we're going to do. So we're going to undo the move that I just made. We're going to bring you further up, bring you further up, and hopefully, if I need to, I can go to a 4-2-4. Schweinsteiger's also really tired. Decisions. Now, I'm going to keep him in for a little bit and see if we can get this goal. And then if we do, I'll take him out and maybe we can settle down a bit. But right now, I think I would rather have a more experienced player on the field than have fresh legs. That said, if we don't score a goal soon, I'm going to be looking at some different options. Okay, let's make those substitutions. Oh. Did the substitution already happen and I just didn't realize? Okay. I also have no idea how that was our throw. I'm pretty sure that was us. Okay, here's our... I was going to say here's our chance. It turned out to very much not be our chance. At what point do I go ultra attacking? I don't know. It's just not very fun to be a goal down in a win-or-go-home competition against a really good team. They're going to try to frustrate us, and so far they've been doing a really good job. Not exactly the pass I would have made. Yeah, if we... No, we're gonna make a substitution. No, we're not gonna do that. Do I have... I can bring in another striker. Do I want to do that? I don't really. But I'm going to. I'm just frustrated. Being a goal down isn't fun. Would really like to have something exciting to talk about, like a goal. Instead, I'm just thinking about what I want to talk about, creativity. We could really use some creativity right now on the pitch. Oh boy. You can't say we're not getting in the right areas, and you can't say that we're not making chances. We're just not getting either that final pass or a shot that actually has any chances of doing anything. I think there is a version of this game in which we manage to score a goal. And at this point, we just need one. We can go to extra time. I really don't want to because I'm pretty sure their bench is going to be stronger than ours. Yes, give me that foul. Give me that foul. Oh, apparently I fouled them. I disagree. Disagree wholeheartedly. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I don't think it's really possible to write a song and then realize that someone else wrote the exact same song, because there's so much that goes into a song. Maybe you're using the same melody, or maybe some of the words are the same, but I don't think it's possible to entirely write the exact same song and then record the same song and then have nothing original. Even though I also am trying to make the point that nothing original even exists. Like these YouTube videos, they're not original at all. I am literally imitating John Green plays FIFA. There's nothing original about this. And basically everything that I've done on YouTube has been me imitating the style of someone else I like. But also it's me. And No one else is going to do this. So you can also say it's original because this isn't anyone else making this. There's something to be said for the idea that no one can make this video but me. Even though it seems like everyone and their mom has done this before. Okay, maybe a long throw. We've only got a few minutes to keep our cup hopes alive. Then again, I'm an Indy 11 fan, so I don't know anything other than going out in the first round. Sad but true. Come on. Just one goal in the dying minutes of this game to ruin their party. We don't have enough time at this point. Unless... you needed a better shot there. Well, this has been disappointing. But that's okay. This just means we're going to have less fixture congestion. Yeah, congratulations to Philadelphia. I'm devastated. But, you know what? Like I said, fewer games to play now that we're out of the cup. It's really hard to try to spin this into a positive, but we're still at the top of the league, and I am hopeful that we can stay there. There's another trophy to win, basically, is what I'm saying. See y'all next time.